Hey guys, this is going to be a video response to Steven AKA TheLaggyGamer. He did a video asking a question, how has YouTube changed your gaming ways? And for my response, I'm going to go over three ways that YouTube has changed how I play games and how it's kind of changed my gaming ways, I guess. The first thing it's done ever since I joined YouTube, uh, I play a lot more RPGs than I ever used to. Now, RPG is definitely my favorite genre. I think it always has been. Maybe not when I was really young. I think platformers were more for me back then, but I still love platformers. But RPGs, JRPGs in particular, ever since joining YouTube and watching people's videos talking about old PS1 games and old Final Fantasy games, all these RPGs I missed, makes me want to go back and play these old games. And not only that, from a collecting aspect, it's kind of changed how I collect. I always go for the niche RPGs, which I never would have played back in the day, but now that's kind of what I gravitate towards. Like, they seem to be the most fun kind of games that release. And Atlas and XSEED are always coming out with these great box sets for these games that they're very hard to resist. And a lot of people in the YouTube community go and grab these games. Every time I watch videos of unboxing like a new RPG, I always feel like I need to get that. And I don't know, I play a lot more RPGs in general than I ever used to. And it's kind of, I wouldn't say rejuvenated my interest in RPGs as a whole, but I play RPGs that I wouldn't have played maybe back in the day. Like Shin Megami Tensei series, I always thought that didn't kind of appeal to me, but ever since I joined YouTube, I figured, I'll give this series a shot because everyone, highly praises these games, and man, do I love that series so far. So that's the first way I think YouTube has definitely changed my gaming ways. The next is from a collecting aspect, I guess. And it basically, like, before I joined YouTube, I would just buy games. I'd trade them in after I was done with them. I'd sell all my games and consoles after I was done with them. And YouTube, this is kind of an obvious answer, this one, but it really did make me get into a collecting mindset where I'd go to even flea markets. Not so much now. Like, my interests in terms of collecting are always changing because, I don't know, I find myself interested in certain videos and then not other videos in terms of how collecting goes. Because there's a lot of different videos as far as collecting goes. There's like, thrill of the hunt type videos, like thrifting videos and stuff like that, which I was really big into. Not as much anymore, but I can still find some enjoyment from those kind of videos. But it basically got me into collecting all these different consoles and games for systems, and it made me appreciate physical copies of games more, which is something I didn't really think about before YouTube. I just kind of thought about games themselves and playing them. But now I have kind of an appreciation for a physical product and how we're going into the digital age here. Like, everything's just becoming digital. It's kind of depressing in a way, and people are starting to embrace that more, a lot of people. But in the YouTube community, you have people that just love the physical copies. So I find myself gravitating towards that. So I would say definitely I'm just I'm a much bigger collector now because of YouTube. And I don't know, I take interest in the whole collecting aspect now, other than just playing games. And the final thing is, it makes me talk about games far more than I did. Usually, I would just kind of beat a game and then that was it. Move on to the next. My group of friends in real life don't really play video games too often, so I never really talk to them about video games, and they play only like one or two games. Right now they're all kind of into like the League of Legends and those kind of games, and I don't know, I can't relate to them in that way, so I don't really talk to them about games much. So YouTube has basically given me this great community of friends that where we can just talk about games and what's happening in the industry, and it's something I've never done before YouTube. So every time I play a game now, I'm thinking about what I'm going to say about this game when I review it for the channel, and it gives a different aspect to playing a game where I kind of look at it objectively, like what I don't like, what I like, what I think about the visuals, the gameplay, the story. I pay more attention to my games when I play them. I take more. I take kind of. I don't take notes when I play the game, but I take note of all the features in the game. how long it would take to 100% it, well, all the kind of bonus content in games. Like I really feel like YouTube has kind of given me a greater appreciation of what a video game is and what it consists of, and I think that's the most important way YouTube has changed my gaming ways. I want to keep this video positive. There's a few ways where it might impact me negatively. I know Steven kind of mentioned in his video. He just, it kind of, it kind of, you start buying to a lot of stuff. So it's just you buy far more games than you usually do, and that's definitely true. Ever since I joined YouTube, I've been buying way more games than I ever used to before. But anyways, those are the three big ways how YouTube changed my gaming ways. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.